हेलो फ्रेंड्स, फाइनाइट और इनफाइनाइट का बहुत अच्छा बातचीत हमारे यहाँ चल रही है एंड आफ्टर दैट स्मॉल वीडियो विच आई हैव ऑलरेडी सेंट यू, मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मैं अपने विचार कुछ थोड़े व्यापक स्तर पे भी आपके साथ में बातचीत करूं. दिस इज सच अ ब्यूटीफुल, सच अ इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक ऑफ फाइनाइट वर्सेस इनफाइनाइट. और आई विल नॉट टॉक फाइनाइट वर्सेस इनफाइनाइट, बट आई विल टॉक अबाउट समथिंग विच हाउ both of these concepts combine together. I would like to say that finite is also very important because our day to day activities, हमारी जो रोजमर्रा की जो हम काम जो करते हैं डे टू डे लेवल पे जो करते हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं फाइनाइट से ही जुड़ा हुआ रहता है. ऑफ कोर्स विद एन ओवरऑल व्यू टुवर्ड्स द इनफाइनाइट एज टू किस डायरेक्शन में हम जा रहे हैं. लाइक वी ऑलवेज से दैट स्पीड इज फाइनाइट बट डायरेक्शन is ultimate, toward it is infinite. The direction is the same infinitely. I feel most important thing is to approach the finite with the perspective of the infinite. In the sense, आज जो हम काम कर रहे हैं वो infinite के perspective में हम उस काम को देखें. उदाहरण के लिए जैसे कोई बैट्समैन जो है, some batsman who is playing. Now the ultimate aim of the batsman is or should be in the perspective of the game, in the context of the game, the purpose of batting is to create a beautiful innings, a huge score on the board. Now the batsman has to play each delivery, play each ball in the finite. Now each delivery he faces is finite and he plays the finite. Now his view is towards the infinite, but he's playing the deliveries finite. Now he has to pay attention to each delivery. Now of course, if he doesn't pay attention to the delivery in front of him कि बड़ा स्कोर बनेगा कि नहीं, बड़ा स्कोर बनेगा कि नहीं, मेरा सेंचुरी बनेगा कि नहीं, मेरा सेंचुरी बनेगा कि नहीं, ये सोच करके अगर वो हर बॉल खेलता है तो एक बॉल आएगा और उसका गिल्लियां जो उड़ा देगा. So he plays paying attention to the finite, keeping the infinite in view. So the combination of both is very, very important. Similarly, I draw along with it a beautiful analogy with driving also. Now we always know हमको कहाँ पहुँचना है. We always know कि हमको मुंबई से निकलना है तो पुणे पहुँचना है. With that, keeping that view that we are on the road to Pune, we approach our driving with the immediate traffic in front of us. Now immediate traffic के पे हमारा ध्यान है, that is the finite. At the same time keeping the infinite direction and the destination of Pune into our mind. So we are looking at driving now with the perspective of the infinite, that is reaching Pune. So Jim Loehr also has said that life is not a marathon race, that life is actually a series of sprints that we run, then we evaluate, then we run again, we check the direction, and then we run again, and then we evaluate, check the direction, run again. So what I wanted to say was just simple, that finite and infinite approaches to life are inexorably they are linked. We should look at the finite with the perspective of the infinite and not get lost in any one of them. So that is one thing which I wanted to express. देखिए दोस्तों, खिलाड़ी आते हैं जाते हैं, मैचेस होते हैं खत्म होते हैं, क्रिकेट का गेम चलता रहता है या हॉकी का गेम जो है वो चलता रहता है. सो द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द प्लेयर ऑन द ओवरऑल गेम मैटर्स मोर देन द इम्पैक्ट विच ही हैड इन इंडिविजुअल मैचेस. लोग आते हैं, लोग जाते हैं, दुनिया चलती रहती है. स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं जाते हैं, टीचर्स आते हैं जाते हैं, स्कूल चलता रहता है. इंडिविजुअल्स आते हैं, जीते हैं, मरते हैं, फैमिली जो है वो चलती रहती है. तो दोस्तों, हम आज का दिन कैसा जिए इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, बट एट द सेम टाइम हर एक दिन जीते 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 हमने ओवरऑल इम्पैक्ट उस गेम के ऊपर में कैसे बनाया, हमने ओवरऑल इम्पैक्ट इनफाइनाइट लेवल पर उस फैमिली के ऊपर में कैसे बनाया, हमने ओवरऑल इम्पैक्ट उस स्कूल के ऊपर में, एजुकेशन के ऊपर में कैसे बनाया, और ओवरऑल हमने वो इम्पैक्ट जो है वो दुनिया के ऊपर में कैसे बनाया अपनी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी जीते हुए. दैट इज व्हाट विच मैटर्स. सो लुकिंग एट द finite with the perspective of the infinite. दोस्तों, कुछ और एनालॉजीज भी मेरे दिमाग में आई, जस्ट लाइक दैट डे सावन सर गेव सम ब्यूटीफुल एनालॉजीज. आई फील working on the finite is like working on the urgent, but at the same time keeping the important, which is the infinite, in mind. Saying yes, I feel, somehow correlates with the finite. with, and saying no somehow correlates with the infinite, because whenever we are saying yes to something, we are saying no to something with an infinite impact. Whenever we are saying no to something, we are actually saying yes to something else which will have an infinite impact. So saying no and saying yes also is like that. Again, preparing for exams, preparing for this year's studies is a finite game, whereas gaining wisdom, gaining knowledge of the world is the infinite game. So we must study today, we must prepare for exams today with the perspective of overall gaining of wisdom. There is a beautiful concept of end goals and means goals. Now, we pass a particular exam which is a means goal. We do a particular course, we do a particular training, our aim is to finish that training with flying colors, which is the means goal, and the ends goal is to create an impact on this world. So I feel means goals are the finite game and the end goals are the infinite games, the short term and the long term. Again, just a few days back I saw a beautiful video, red versus blue, taken by Sir. The blue is the infinite game, whereas red is the finite game. Means the blue is the infinite game till it becomes red again, and again going into red and blue, and then that blue again becomes red, and then we go into blue. So the mindset of getting into blue, which will turn into red again, and the mindset of again going into blue is the infinite concept, whereas trying to get from red into blue is the finite concept. This is what I believe. दोस्तों, जिंदगी जीना, आज की जिंदगी जीना, ये एक फाइनाइट गेम है. आज क्या होने वाला है, कल क्या होने वाला है, जो छोटी छोटी रोजमर्रा के इश्यूज हमारे सामने आते जाते हैं, बट क्रिएटिंग अ मीनिंगफुल लाइफ ऑफ कंट्रीब्यूशन एंड क्रिएटिंग अ मीनिंगफुल life of a historic impact on this world, I feel is an infinite game. और मैं as an individual am trying to create an infinite impact on this world, to make my life on this world count. दोस्तों, Smart has had a very important role in my life, and whatever I am today, it is to a large extent is played by Smart in my life. And whatever I will become tomorrow, Smart will have played an important role in it. Not only Smart, but one particular person in Smart who's played a very important role in my life. And whatever I'll become tomorrow, and mind you, I'm going to become big tomorrow, will be because of this person. What's his name? Something Santosh Nair. Santosh Nair. Thank you, sir. Cracking jokes and enjoying jokes is finite. Having a sense of humor is infinite. Thank you very much.